get up with me. I'm the proof, I'm the bully. Walk around me, turn the fully. First day out from jail doors, I burnt up all my jail clothes. Robert Truck and Richard Miller, both on 50 rose gold. Got kicked out the FCI, crashed with the GD Glizzy Froze. Stood over with that bullet, somehow that bitch survived though. And the trenches sitting on the curb, I hear the street telling me go. Since they locked the smirk on, listen to federal nightmares no more. This year reality, they plotting to shot us with a Rico. These niggas that shoot at you, you bust back down and they gon' tell the folks 6 months in isolation.
College football. The Veterans Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horns used at the rail yard indicate shift changes and was replayed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Surge ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You talk Louisville offense, it's Isaac Brown, right? Everything goes through him and his ability to run the football. This guy's a home run hitter, toting the rock, catching the football. He's the guy they each and every week. Defenses have to key in on, and no question this year he's going to be the focal point of this Cardinals offense.
Nobody in the running back spot puts more fear in defenses than Brown. Like, this guy has so much speed. He can make you miss. He even races angles. You saw him several years ago coming as a freshman, just making people look silly. He is that guy. And Braum at the OC spot will call these calls to get him the ball and make sure he can make plays.
Looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Blue Devils offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat you.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Throwing for yardage. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert 1st downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
From the gun, it's Shepard. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
There he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Tells to run, looking to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Blue Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On play action. That pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They flipped him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Right at the line. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Duke.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's going to be brought down on the return, but there is a penalty flag on the field. I'm not sure what this one's about. Right on the heels of that touchdown, they give up some good field position with that face mask penalty costing them 15 yards. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. Oh, he's got suspended. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. They give it to him again. Could be an alley. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Richardson. Gain right at 7 yards, second and 3 coming. And the Cardinals can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw. Buying time to his right. They get to him as he throws. Comes down, it's Hughes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. How about these quick running games so far? It's dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Hand on for Brown. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Never run out. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Play action on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense trying to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires downfield. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Brown. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the mark.
Yeah, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. And the intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Hand off, Isaac Brown. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
They'll send the back in motion. Press center down, going to the air. Between the hashes, it's Foreman. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Cardinals go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on 1st. Rush right in his face. Good job just to get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Moves to his right. Going to try to get it himself. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackle brought down to the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO. Knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. He's there to make the stop, and then threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Going long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. And they'll stop it right there on the return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They took their time out of the game, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point. This is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ballgame.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Second and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Left side is Hughes. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, he has to have it. He'll get rid of it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him and to keep the drive away.
They stopped him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Cardinals come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Line is set on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Out wide right, it's Brown. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Right side, it's Brown. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Let's go, boys.
Is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position. You have to protect him. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25. The kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense.
Let's go, boys.
For the 11th time.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, but right before the half, you want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Out wide left is Brown. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up the few. The Cardinals moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Out wide right is Richardson. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency. Louisville calls in 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Takes a hit as he fires. What a job to lay out and make the catch. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. We've played 2 quarters here at recap time, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Cardinals will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his spot. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high rate.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
I said on Monday in the troubles in the
Powers inside. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not on room to field this one. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Louisville's offense is taking the field and they look ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He's now up to 71 yards rushing, and he's closing in on 1,400 for the season.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get your hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's the first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Brown. Finds a little bit of room to give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got his man. There was tight coverage with a perfect throw and catch, and they got it at the 9, first and goal.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that lap.
And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! The mantra is always finish. They're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. My philosophy on going to 2 is only when you have to. Sends it back in motion. They want to throw it. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here. The quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, this defensive end is monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism, his speed, his bend, and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? His defense is so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football. Man, I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
And the Blue
It's not crazy now, is it, Drew?
team onto the field. Looks it in. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Rush is on. On the run, fires downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target.
That's on me, boss.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Turns it upfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side is Hughes. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's Brown. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's 3rd and goal. As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the weekly scoreboard at the top 12 teams in the country. How things are going there. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to run it with Brown. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Great job being physical in the middle of the defense. Goal line situation, 3rd down. Nowhere for the runner to go in the middle of the field. So he tries to use his speed to bounce it, but this ain't high school. This team.
And he launches into the score. Touchdown Cardinals. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages. They're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and use the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Now the defense will try to keep him on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Drives inside. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keeping focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the score.
And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Quick give, it's Shepard. Turning it on. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Blue Devils back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Press center down is going to the air. Out wide left, it's Nicholas. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. It's dropped after taking a hit.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Knocked down immediately.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. Snaps it, he has to have it. Looking for the score. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field with the windows closed so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside. Something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed. This game is going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
It's hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Left side is Richardson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Tight end now in motion. Lost the throw on 1st. Here comes the heat. On the run, deep down the right side. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Louisville! They've now extended that lead. They're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed him beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, down here on the Duke sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They'll ride the hot hand. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. They'll go to the counter play. Makes a man miss. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move